What's going on, guys? This video is gonna be pretty different. So as you can tell, I don't have the saddle on today. I'm going into an area that I hadn't been to yet, wanting to check it out. So I found it on the maps. It looks like it's got a lot of potential. So I'm gonna do some still hunting on the ground with my bow and just move through this kind of slow and quiet as possible, hunt my way through, do a little scouting, and hopefully maybe kill a deer from the ground with my bow. So y'all hang with me, because this one could get pretty interesting. Alright, I was just walking through this little area. I just jumped a real good buck, and he ran out maybe 75 yards or so and stopped. And I just kind of dove in here. I got this big deadfall right here, and I'm kind of right here behind this. I'm behind this root ball, and I can see through the roots out the way he was. So I'm gonna watch for a little bit, and then I'm gonna start. I may ease towards him, try to make a stalk. I've got my GoPro mounted on my bow now. That way, if I happen to get in close enough to shoot, I'll at least be able to get some footage that way. So I don't know. He looked like a real good buck. Right here's where that deer was standing. There's a big white oak right here. He was feeding around right here, and he ran that way, back this way. I'm gonna make a pretty aggressive move and just keep moving towards him in the shadows. Just slipped up on a coyote. Tried to squeak at him a couple times and see if I could get him to turn around and come back in here, but he looked like he was on a mission. Just wasn't overly interested. That was a fun little quick hunt right there. Just got to get out and check out this new area. Ended up seeing a pretty good buck. I jumped him up, and I think that he was just eating under that white oak in there, and just heard me walk through. He kind of bounded off. He didn't run very far, and then just stopped. And I sat for a little while, and I couldn't never hear him walk away or come back towards me. Eventually, I just kind of moved closer and closer and closer to where I thought he had went, and never did see him again. Came up on a coyote, and thought that I might get a shot at that thing, but it took off running and went out into a thicket. So I just got back to the truck. I at least got a little bit of an idea of some spots in here, and I'll maybe back out here Wednesday with Justin and Corey. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of luck, and maybe I can get a deer on the ground in this episode. So good morning, folks. I am back out this morning, back out by myself. I'm back in that area where I jumped the buck a couple days ago. I was supposed to meet up with Corey this morning, but he forgot to set his alarm, so I'm out. And I'm going to try to slip back in here to where I jumped that buck. There were some couple good white oaks that had just started dropping, and fresh acorns on the ground. So I think it's going to be a real good spot. And I still got probably another 15-20 minutes before I'm going to start walking in. I got here a little earlier than I meant to, so hopefully it's going to be a good day, and maybe I can get something on the ground today. Alright, I'm in here and set up. It's kind of drizzling rain on and off. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It hadn't rained in a long time, so I don't think it's supposed to do much. Honestly, just a little drizzle every now and then. But I'm in here set up in this bottom, and these white oaks are just raining acorns. I mean, it's every few seconds I'm hearing one drop. And this is that area where I jumped that pretty good buck up just, well, I guess 3 days ago now. So I'm gonna sit in here this morning. It's pretty in here. It looks really good. So I'm excited to be back out today. I'm ready to kill something, put something on the ground. I just about can't take the anticipation anymore. I'm ready to kill a deer, so I'm probably gonna shoot whatever comes in there. Alright, it's finally here. The first big cold front of the year pushed in yesterday. We were having highs in the 80s, lows in the 50s, and today we're going to have a high of 56 and it's supposed to get all the way down to like 32 degrees. So pretty excited to be going out this morning. I'm meeting up with Corey and Justin, and we're going to hunt some public this morning. Area that I've been going to a good bit and I know fairly well. Think it's going to be a real good morning in the woods. I'm excited to get out here and see if we can't get something on the ground. Maybe with there being 3 of us, one of us will kill something and we'll be able to get some content laid down. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to be in the woods, and I just hope I don't freeze this morning because I'm not used to this cooler weather. Y'all hang with me. I'll see you guys when I get in the woods. Alright guys, I just got in here and got set up. Corey and Justin walked on past me a good little ways. I don't know if they're set up yet or not. They hadn't texted me and let me know, but I'm back in here where I jumped that buck up a couple days ago, and white oaks are just raining acorns this morning. It's pretty freaking cold, and I broke a sweat coming in here, so I'm about half afraid I'm gonna freeze to death, but I'm excited. I'm pumped up about this cold front. I really think it's gonna get these deer on their feet, and we got a real good chance of killing something this morning, so hopefully it's gonna be a good day. Back. Ooh. I just shot a public land buck. I've hunted super hard. First cold front come through. He was about 20 to 25 yards. I just held just a hair high, squeezed off, and I'm pretty sure I just drilled him. I gotta go back and watch the footage. I don't know if I have him in frame or not. I know I got some footage of him coming in. Whew. I'm so shook up. I can't stand still. I just climbed down. I'm gonna go check the arrow. But I mean, it looked like I 10 ringed him. Found a bunch of blood. I was having trouble finding where the deer was standing when I shot. My arrow must not have passed through. went back and watched the footage and was able to walk right to it. And it looks like you just poured blood. So it looks good. I see him laying dead right there. Here he is, guys. This is my first public land deer ever, actually, and my first buck with a bow. So I could not be more excited to be sitting with this deer right now. I'm super pumped up. I got meat for the freezer and made a perfect shot. He's a little bit further than I thought he was. He was a little over 25 yards, right at 30, and I shot with my 20-yard pin, held a little high, and I drilled him. So he ran about 75 yards and piled up. And it's pretty good morning. This cold front, I guess, got him on their feet, and I'm pretty excited to be standing here with this deer right now. Oh, I just got down on the ground, got all my junk packed up. My deer's laying right here with me. I drug him over to the tree so I could come get all my stuff down out of the tree. Climbed down, got on the ground, heard something and turned around, so I stopped, waited a second. 2 more bucks walked in here, right here, I don't know, 50 yards from me. Of course, they got downwind of me, smelled me. Blew one time and cut out, so definitely think this is a good spot I found in here. Like I said, I hunted in here all day the other day. Well, for 7.5 hours I sat here and didn't see anything, and then this morning it just all came together. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at and the reason that I'm so drawn to this area. These big white oaks are dropping literally everywhere in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 big white oaks right here that I can see, and they're dropping. And I guess these deer are just working right here into this bottom. It's the only patch of white oaks that I found when I was in here scouting that day, and I jumped a buck up. Pretty sure it's not the deer that I shot this morning. He was a real good deer. So not anything against my deer, but it was a bigger buck than the one that I shot. So definitely think I'm gonna let this place rest a few days, kind of get out of here, let my scent get pushed out for a few days, and I mean, next cold front we have, I may push right back in here and sit again. So now the fun begins. This is fixing to turn into work. He is taking his job entirely too serious. Trip over.
Sean, what'd you do this morning?
What you gonna do when you fall over backwards?
What'd you do this morning?
Oh, you know, just spoke to Giant.
Yeah. How far do you run?
Probably 75, 80 yards. He was standing right where that stump is, just this side of that big stump. And I leaned around the side of the tree and shot him where this was running here. He piled up right through there and crossed where that big logs laid down. Got just on the other side of it, just piled up.
Well, congratulations, Sean.
Thank you. But all right, folks, that is going to wrap it up for this video. Been a super fun morning in the woods. Justin and Corey helped me drag that deer out. We got it out, skinned out, quartered up, put in the cooler, and hauled off, and it's not even lunch yet. So been a pretty good morning. Having extra help really made a big difference. So I really appreciate those guys helping me out. I think we're gonna stay and hunt this evening. We're fixing to go out and grab a bite of lunch, and then I'm not gonna hunt this evening. I'm gonna go in and either film Corey or Justin. So hopefully we will get another deer on the ground before the day's over with. If you hadn't already, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment if you have any questions or anything. I try to read every single comment, so I appreciate you guys checking out these videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one.